Alright, what's happening, y'all? Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Attain. It's not a game thing, it's Mafia thing. I'm back at y'all with another video. So, as I can see in the title, your boy about to tell y'all how I got cheated on. You know what I'm saying? And man, it's getting cheated on sucks. It sucks. It sucks. You know, and I'm gonna try my best to keep this story very detailed but short. All right, I'm gonna do my best to not take forever to give y'all the juicy part, because I know that's what y'all like. This is why y'all here. All right, but I will say this. You know what I'm saying? To my ex, I don't hold no grudge towards her. Alright, I don't have like so much built-in hate for this girl no more. Like, I honestly wish whatever she got going on in her life, I hope everything's going well. Honestly, you know, and that's it. So let me get on with the story. But that's it. With that being said, let me get on with the story. Alright, so I'm gonna just tell y'all how I met my ex first, and then I'm gonna tell y'all all the good shit. Alright, so I met my ex at a party. Right, I was walking in. I saw her to the left, you know, I noticed her. Told her she was beautiful, her eyes were cute, you know what I'm saying? Asked her for her name, and then I kept it pushing. I didn't get her number, you know what I'm saying? Nothing, you know, I didn't really extend anything after that. I bumped into her at her job later, probably like a month later, got her number, and boom, it hit off. Like, you know, we was hanging out every day. She only lived like 2 minutes away from me, so she was always over my apartment. All right, so just a little quick detour. All right, when we decided to actually start dating, we decided to start having unprotected sex because she told me she was on birth control. Right now, this is kind of like what really fucked our relationship up, you know, as for like me and my trust, because she told me she was on birth control, but she wasn't. So I ended up getting her pregnant, you know what I'm saying, because I believe she was on birth control. We started having unprotected sex, and then boom, right, pregnancy. And with that said, you know, it fucked me up in the head, and now I'm 18 years old, I have to mentally prepare myself to have a kid. No, I'm 19 because I met her when I was 18, but then we around that time, my birthday had just passed, so now I'm 19. So now I'm 19 years old, I have to mentally prepare myself to have a baby, you know, and shit was crazy. That whole little process right there was crazy, and we broke up. All right, so we get back together. We get back together now. We get back together, and you know, I graduated school early. All right, I'm fast forwarding past a lot of information that's, I feel like, isn't y'all business. Don't take that disrespectfully, but I just feel like, you know, it's just some things that I should just leave unsaid. So I'm fast forwarding through a lot of issues between me and her and our relationship. But I fucking graduated junior college early, and you know, I came out there to play football where I met her at, where I was playing football at. That's where I met her. I was out there to play football. So I graduated junior college early, and I made the decision to go back to LA so I can train for football and you know, get my scholarships up, get my football scholarships up. First, she wasn't cool with that, you know, but you know, I had to have that talk with her, like, you know, this is what I'm pursuing, this is my dream, this is what I came here for in the first place. He said, you rolling with me or you not? She said she was rolling with me, so cool. When I go back home, my car breaks down, so now not only do I have to train for football, but I have to get a job now and get my car fixed so I can have transportation on my own while I'm back in LA, and then also so I can make my way back and forth to drive out to go see her and be with her. So in the meantime of me doing all of that, I was sending her money, buying train tickets, buying bus tickets so I can see her, you know, and keep shit good between me and her while my car was broken down and while I was training for football. Now, I feel like me going back to LA in general, whether my car broke down or not, I feel like this still would have happened. Cause you know, at that time we're young, and I can definitely say I felt like her friends was just in her ear about what I possibly could be doing back in LA. And you know, her friends wasn't shit. I'm just keeping it a bean. Like, friends ain't shit. Her friends was not shit at all. No, them friends were no good for her. But, you know, I couldn't do nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like that's what also played an extra role into, you know, her cheating on me. It was her homegirls being in her ear. You know what I'm saying? Girl, he out there probably doing this. He out there probably doing that. Do you, do you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what was going on. And so I'm gonna tell y'all another important reason to what also I feel like pushed the fact of her cheating on me. So it was already bad enough when I was back home, I felt like she was cheating on me. You know, so I'd be playing the game late night and I just get that feel like, oh, my girl cheating on me, my girl cheating on me. But I try to be good like that. You can't think like that, you can't be thinking like that. You know, and I think, so, okay, so she came out to LA, her and her friends came out to LA for a party me and my boys was throwing. And she pulled up, her and her friends pulled up on me and my homies before the party that night. And it was for New Year's Eve. And she had asked me if I was in love with her. And I told her no. I told her no because I wasn't in love with her no more. Now I know y'all probably wondering like, how can you be with somebody but not be in love with them? Well, when that person lied to you before and, you know, fuck your trust up and shit like that, it fucks that part up too. You know what I'm saying? Regardless whether you decided to take them back because you still want to be with them and you still feel for them, that it kills the love part. You know what I'm saying? I can still like you a lot and want to work my way back towards being in love with you, but at that moment, I wasn't in love with her because I'm like, yo, I don't want to lie and say I'm in love with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get my way there. I want to get my way back there, and that's what I told her. You know, and she cried, she ran off, got in the car, her and her homegirl sped off. You know, and later that night, I ended up seeing them. I ended up seeing her at the party. I apologized. Now that I look back at it, definitely didn't have no reason to apologize. I just felt sorry the fact that I felt like I hurt her feelings, but I was keeping it real with her though. You know what I'm saying? Not many people will keep it real with you. And when it comes to that, I could have just lied to her face and told her, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's not me. So fast forward that, the next time I see my girl when she comes to LA after New Year's, I catch her sending some nakeds to do through Gmail, and I could have cut it off there. I should have cut it off there. But this is how I knew I really was trying to be with her. You feel me? Because I forgave her for that. I forgave her for that. I asked her if she seen dude. She's like, no, this was just something I did. I don't know why I did it. You know, all that dumb shit. I don't know why I did it. But fuck, you know why? Now that I'm looking at it. Oh, the young and dumb shit. Okay, so I forgave her for that. I should have cut off then, but I forgave her for that, right? But that gave me like suspicion in my head, like, yeah, bro, like she know you just like. But I didn't want to just roll with my assumptions, like, you feel me? But I should have did. So I was just waiting for the hardcore evidence of me catching her cheating on me. And 4th of July come, right? She's complaining about this conversation her and this dude had that was like a quote unquote family friend. And I just knew something was up with this nigga and her. Like, quote unquote family friend. You met him through your little brother's baby mama. Okay. Alright. Whatever you say. So later that day, that whole day we was arguing because I'm like, yo, like I know, you know what I'm saying, but you know, women, they like to hit you with you're delusional, you're wrong, you think you know things and you really don't, like, you know, so the whole time we just arguing that day on the 4th of July. We get back to my place, you know, I decide to go through her phone. Now, let me make a side note real quick, fellas. This is something we don't supposed to do, okay? This is real life, real women tendencies. Like, we don't go through women's phones. Alright, I would never do that shit again. The day I ever decide that I have to go through my woman's phone, I'm just gonna break up with her. You know what I'm saying? Just that serious. But back to the story. In my case, you know, shit, I got her the phone. I went through it because at that point, man, I just really wanted to know if my shorty was just doing wrong by me, bro. And you know, sure enough, I came across a Snapchat conversation between her and her best friend. They were arguing. Somebody fucked somebody. But before I got the chance to see who fucked who and why who was mad at who for what, I got the phone snatched out of my hand by her, right? So later that night, we were out on my homie's block, celebrating 4th of July. We was having fun, but then we got into an argument again. So we go back to the house, because at that point, I don't want to be out no more. You know what I'm saying? So we go back to the house, and you know, we had makeup sex. Now, I just want to say this again, too. This is another side note of the video. Makeup sex, I don't believe in makeup sex. You know what I'm saying? If you and your partner can't sit there and talk about what the fuck y'all got going on in y'all relationship and figure it out and get an understanding of, you know what I'm saying? Get an understanding and be on one accordance about the situation that stands between y'all, then there's no like y'all can have sex after that. If y'all can do that, then yeah, makeup sex afterwards. But we're arguing. There's no sit down and get to understand what is going on, fixing, understanding the problem verbally, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all not doing that, y'all just argue and then fuck and forget what y'all was arguing about, that's wrong. And your relationship is going to be bad. Like, that's not how you handle things in a relationship. You just don't fuck your problems away. You know what I'm saying? That's not how you handle it. So back to the story. So we have makeup sex, right? We argue, but we don't talk about the problem. Don't fix it. We just fuck and we forget it. She sleep. I'm up playing the game. Something in the back of my head like, Tay, pick up that phone, nigga. Go back through that phone again. I go back to the phone conversation on Snapchat. Sure enough, it's still there, and that's when I get to see that they went out to a party. One of the niggas at the party asked for a ride back home. They gave that nigga a ride back home. Bro asked them if they wanted to smoke. They said yeah. Now, her best friend wanted to fuck with the nigga. But then I think she went out on a phone call. Somewhere she did something to where she left them alone. Bro ended up smacking my shorty. Bro ended up smacking my shorty. And that's when I found out from the conversation. And I woke her up out of sleep and I broke up with her. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do, nothing further. Like, it was just it. I told her it was over. And that's how I found out my girl was cheating on me, y'all. Like, and after finding that out, I found out that he wasn't the only nigga she fucked. But you thinking about, like, when I caught her sending niggas to the other nigga, it all made sense to me that my shorty was just out there wilding. Baby was out there just getting her shit all fucked up. Like, she was wilding, and we were young or whatever, but that still don't excuse her for her actions. At the end of the day, if you ever been cheated on, this shit is weak as fuck. Especially when you've been putting yourself in a situation of trying to love this person and try to be with this person, just to find out that just be doing some wrong shit. Like, it's weak. It's weak. It was a waste of time, but at the end of the day, we gotta look at it like learning experiences. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from my ex. I learned a lot from our relationship in general. I know what I need. I know what I want. When it comes to having a girlfriend, having a woman in my life, I know how to love better. I soul searched after that, and I know how to love myself. I love myself now, and I'm more prepared to to love somebody, be in a relationship with a woman now than obviously when I was. So that was like, what, from 18 to the age of 20, me and her. We was together for 2 years. You know, so we were young. But it's like, I know better. I know better now, you know. But, yeah, after we broke up, it got real ugly after that. And like I said, it's just some things that y'all don't need to know. I feel like, okay, yeah, y'all don't need to know. Just know that after I found out about all the other niggas she cheated on me with, let's just say that it got super duper toxic. And just 2 more chain of events happened after that between me and her, to where it's like, that's why me and her ain't never spoken again. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, there's no hard feelings. I hope everything is going well with her in her life. You know, her and her kid and all that. Like, I hope everything's going well. But this is why your boy single today. She made me hella picky. But with that said, I hope y'all like this video. Alright, be sharing my fucked up relationship experience with y'all. Make sure y'all leave a like in the comment. Make sure y'all leave a like in the comment below. Make sure y'all hit that red subscription button. Turn the post notification buttons on. Turn that post notification on. And I'm gonna get back at y'all with another video. I love y'all. Your boys.